Hey everyone, welcome to BigGunner81 Live, presented by Applied Arsenal Finishes and Gunworks, Eggleston Munitions, The Range at 355, BATArmsLLC.com, actually BATArms.com, and our newest sponsor, Spinton Precision. You can check them out at spintonprecision.com, which we'll actually be looking at one of the barrels today a little bit briefly on the show and part of one of my builds that we're putting together and so forth. But first, let's go ahead and introduce everybody. Go to my list on the bottom of the screen, which might be backwards to you guys over on YouTube land. But anyway, we've got David from Renegade Ammo. Welcome. We got Joe Gizzy back in the house as well. Welcome back.
What's up, Rick? Thanks for having me again. Good to be back.
As always. Glad to have you, man. And we got Joe. Other Joe, not to confuse everything.
Joe.
Yes. So, welcome. And we also got Corey in the house as well, too, with us tonight.
Hey, guys. Pleasure being back.
Yeah, welcome. And new face in the house, America's Bravo. Welcome, man.
Thanks for having me, guys.
By the way, is that a Range of the 35 shirt, too?
Yes, it is.
Sweet. Very cool.
Yep.
Always glad to see that. Definitely good range to go to. I mentioned in the intro, but, you know, if you're in Illinois or visiting Illinois, you know, especially Bolingbrook, go check them out. Range35.com. You can find all the information on the range and everything.
I was just there about an hour and a half ago.
I know. I saw the pictures. If you want to start out with that, tell us about what you got in your toy.
Oh yeah, we could just real quick. I shot a Makarov for the first time, which was really fun. It was, I don't know if it was the ammunition I was shooting. It was really snappy, which was, I don't know, maybe that's normal, but it was. But I liked it. I don't know, it was fun. And it's really accurate, obviously, with the fixed barrel. So it was great.
That's pretty cool.
It's a Bulgarian, you know, I think got it from Classic Firearms.
Isn't that cartridge just a little bit shorter than the regular 9? Yeah. The 19 is like 9x18, I think, or something like that.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. So where do you end up picking that up from?
Classic Firearms. Okay. They had. I got a preferred one. They seem to have everything else in stock. I can check real quick if they still have them, but pretty decent price. And I just decided to pull the trigger on it. No reason, seriously, no reason whatsoever. Just really.
You had some cash.
I love the way.
I try something new.
It's just got a cool look and a good feel to it.
It is cool. I'm always looking at different stuff like that too. That there's from time to time, some like military surplus type deal or like old school, you know, firearm pops up or something that's just inexpensive. It's always kind of fun to try something new. And so I just ended up pulling the trigger, like you said, buying something like that just to play with. But that's kind of cool. Nice. I'll have to share that photo too that you sent me and put up on Instagram later on.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah. So speaking of 9mm, kind of jump in with this too. Also got a story I'm going to share as well a little bit later that technically it's not my story, it's Laura's story, but she wrote a nice little article for the blog, which you can check out at BigGunner81.com. It's the first one that's posted up on there. But we'll talk about that a little bit. So I know last week and previous weeks you talked a lot about the PCC. I like to call it the rise of the PCC. So this is a build that I just put together this past weekend. I haven't had a chance to take it out to the range yet. As you can see, there's no optic even on it. Just going to do a quick little talk. And this, I think, will be the test bed for that Trijicon MRO as well that David got us sent out to us from Trijicon to test out. I think that'll be a good one to try it out with. First, I just kind of do a basic quick overview of what we have here as far as parts. On the front here, we have from TACCOM, which you can check out at TACCOM3G.com, I believe is their website. Our friend Tim actually sent this out to us. It's one of their muzzle brakes for the 9mm. They actually have different thread pitches available too. Like this one, I think is the 1/2 inch by 36, I believe, is the thread pitch on it. So it's a real fine thread pitch, but it's made it up to a which I haven't had a chance to try it out. Obviously, I haven't shot it yet, but I like the styling of it. I actually like how it matches this handguard, which we'll talk about in a second. The barrel on here is a Spinton Precision barrel. I can't remember the twist rate off the top of my head if it's the 1 in 10 or the 1 in 16 because they have two options available for their 16-inch 9mm barrels. Now, we also have the Manticore Arms Transformer handguard, which this is the first generation. If you notice, you can tell real quickly between the 2 generations is that on the first gen, they have 4 mounting screw holes in a row on these, but only 2 of which are used on any one of the locations by design, because the barrel nut has staggered hole positions, mounting hole positions, so it's easier to line up and so forth, even though you don't have to index it to a gas tube, which doesn't matter on the PCC because this is just a blowback design. There's no gas tube actually involved with this operation. But anyhow, their second gen only has the 2 mounting holes. It kind of attaches, the handguard attaches a little bit differently to the barrel nut, just slightly, but pretty much overall the same kind of design. Kind of something we actually got to see at, I believe it was NRA show where we actually got to check that out. Of course, got the quarter circle 10 upper and lower here, and kind of have a hodgepodge of lower components. You know, when you buy the quarter circle 10 receiver, the lower receiver, it already has the magazine release installed because it's, I don't know if you call it proprietary or it's specific to this, you know, build. Also has the bolt catch already installed. So basically, I had some extra trigger trigger pins, extra takedown pins, and I had a Strike Industries selector that I threw on it too. So just regular standard mil spec A2 grip on it. I forget what the buffer is that we're running inside of it, but it's basically a heavy buffer for the 9mm setup. Also made it up to Hogue stock here as well in their buffer tube assembly, and then have the KE arms charging handle as well. So that's kind of a basic rundown of the parts in it. It feels very well balanced in a sense. I like it a lot. I'm looking forward to testing it out. Hopefully this weekend we'll get out to a range and get to do that, and also test out that Trijicon MRO at the same time as well. That's been on my list of things to do and have fun with. So looks like we lost America's Bravo, so I'm not sure what happened to him, because his internet dropped out.
Hey, Rick, did you ever get around to checking out the case loop?
No, I haven't. I have it. Actually, I have it right here. I took it out. I actually took it out of the package like yesterday. So I don't even have, you notice my reloading bench behind me somewhere here is missing my, well, you might not be able to tell, but I don't have my press set up here. I've got it still in the box, believe it or not. I just haven't had time to do any reloading yet. But, you know, I'm going to do a video on that when I get a chance to do a little bit of reloading and so forth, of course.
Yeah, we're gonna give away a MagLink tonight.
Okay, I'll let you handle who's going to win that and everything.
That's right. Good enough.
That's cool. I think I screwed up last time. Honestly, we were doing a giveaway when you checked out of the show a little bit early, and I forgot to pick a winner for, I think it was a bottle opener or something.
We'll just go back and pick someone.
Yeah, we'll have to figure that out and pick someone to give that to. But no, that'd be cool. I'll let you do that. I know we also have out there, I'll mention this too right now since it's early in the show. Those of you out on YouTube world watching or over on gunchannels.com/BigGunner81, we have live chat there as well. Comments, anything, which we actually had quite a bit going on over here, and looks like Kim Tran says snakes at the range. We had a dog come to visit us at the stages during a match. Looking at some of the comments and so forth that we got, and
I had to screw with her.
yeah, oh yeah, the Cookie Monster comments. That goes back to a few shows ago. That was pretty funny. So I'm just reading through some of these comments. Oh yeah, okay. So that's cool. Anyhow, we'll go ahead. How do you want to give that away, by the way? Oh, you're muted there, Dave. I am. Oh, I guess there you go. Now you're unmuted. No, you're still muted.
Everybody's unmuting and muting me at the same time.
It might have been me. I hit it a couple times. Sorry.
So we got it. You got it. That's all good. Yeah, no, what I usually do is I just jump on that random generated or whatever it is, and if we got 7 people who entered. We just do 1 through 7, and whatever it pulls up is whoever wins.
Awesome.
So it's pretty simple.
Cool. I'll let you go ahead and do that when we're doing this live, which you can also post. Are you gonna post on Instagram or on YouTube?
Yeah, you know, I don't post on YouTube. My computer's a little laggy right now because I'm trying to pull up the YouTube channel to see who's commented and who didn't comment. But
Gotcha.
I did post it on Instagram, and usually what I'll do is I'll go in afterward because this just bogs me down like crazy, and look at it and comment, and if they want to win it, they got to comment.
Over on the Instagram post. So what is your, just so people out there who might be watching, what's your Instagram account?
I'll tell you what, I'll put it up on the screen. Let's see.
And then I know you're setting that up right now. And I know Joe sent me the link. I know he sent it over my phone, so I have to figure out how to get this over here.
Should pop up on the screen in a second.
Yeah, it won't let you put in the YouTube live chat. It won't let you post links.
Oh yes, it won't. That's very true. And I know you're not using Facebook anymore, so fortunately,
yeah, I'm done with that.
I'm gonna send it.
Yeah, I don't like Facebook either, to be honest with you, but it's a good source for marketing.
Oh yeah, definitely, absolutely. I'm going to pull this up real quick. Sorry, we're all like kind of pulling up different links at different times, but I sent it over to Joe Nixon, and he's probably like, "Why do you send this to me?"
I was actually about to ask why the hell you just sent this to me.
Yes, I figured you were going to. I sent it to you because I have it on my phone and I can't post it anywhere, and I wanted to open it up to kind of share it. So
The hell do you want me to do?
nothing.
Share it.
I'm just copying it to share it. So
One person at a time.
yes, I'm sharing it to one person at a time. So let me do this. I'm gonna do a screen share to kind of share what Joe had just sent me. Well, David is setting up that to show people his Instagram, which is just Renegade Ammunition, I believe, right?
Yeah, Renegade Ammunition LLC.
So they should be able to search Renegade Ammo, and you'll probably pop up, and your logo will probably look similar to what you have going on there.
Renegade Ammo, and it pulls it right up, and it's well, it's not posted yet on here for some reason. Oh, that's because it's a hashtag. Okay.
I was gonna share
Russian
Makarov here. So he was checking out, here at Classic Firearms. They have some good deals from time to time on stuff or some interesting things I've noticed.
That's a nice little Makarov too.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking, man, if I had some extra cash, I'm buying that.
Oh hell, it's only $300. That ain't bad.
Yep.
Yeah,
8-round
it's a good deal.
capacity.
And you could choose the red grips or the black.
Ooh.
I think the red. I like the red a lot better.
There's some customer supplied images too. That is interesting. Plus, what's kind of cool about some of these old guns, is if you feel like playing with them, and if it's not something of any high dollar value, you could customize them, do some Cerakote to them or something, that sort of thing. Cosmoline. So, kind of fun stuff. I used to tell people about slickguns.com. They changed that over to gun.deals. You find a lot of interesting stuff up on there too from time to time. Some good pricing on things and whatnot. One of the things I just saw unrelated to old school stuff. That's an AK. That's not even the Makarov. But anyway, was over at AIM Surplus. They actually have right now billet AR-15 lowers from Noreen Firearms for about $33 something plus shipping. And I think the shipping was, I want to say, it depends on where you live, probably, I imagine, but it was under $10, I think, for the shipping on it. So you're looking at a billet, lower for like under $50. So you can check out aimsurplus.com. They also have uppers, and actually, I'll give you a little hint. So if you price the upper and lower that they have on their website at Aim Surplus for Noreen firearms for AR-15 upper and lower, if you buy them separately, it's 5 cents cheaper than buying them together, except for the shipping. If you buy it as a package deal together, because they offer it that way too, it's 5 cents more, but the shipping is like less expensive than if you bought them separately, because the shipping I think ends up being like 23 or $4 or something like that. But again, it may depend where you live too, just for what I kind of typed in. But
right, but how much does it cost on wheels?
What? On wheels?
What?
Wait, what? We're not talking about roller skates. So I see Dave's got his website up here too.
Yeah, sorry. I forgot I had the screen share on. I was trying to find something, but here, I'll go back to the
Be careful
Instagram.
with that, Dave. You never know what's on your screen.
I don't have nothing bad on my screen. I'm a Christian kind of guy.
Oh, there you
Kinda.
go.
So-
So you can see your Instagram right on internet too, or you can go on Instagram if you have the app on your phone.
Here's the post for the mag link for the Big Gunner,
Awesome.
and then we got charity stuff going on. So I run this American Legion post right here, and this is basically for local community. We just got it set up on eBay to where if someone sells on eBay, they can actually donate a percentage of whatever it is they're selling to the organization, because it's set up as a 501c3. And then we have other giveaways going on. We got coffee cups and
Oh, sweet.
and ammunition. So these are all, anything on our Instagram that says enter to win is a giveaway. And this is just some of the stock stuff that I got in, but there's a
Yeah,
lot.
you're doing some pretty impressive giveaways. No doubt about it.
Yeah, I do. I try to do one every couple weeks, and what it turns into is I do like 5 every couple weeks.
That's pretty cool.
But yeah, that's so that's it. But yeah, we bumped up in followers pretty good since last week when we were out. We went up 2,000 followers.
That's pretty awesome. Yeah, the giveaways I'm sure definitely help with that as well.
Yeah, they help quite a bit. And then this is the website. I don't know if anybody's ever been to the website, but you go to the website and 98% of everything we sell is veteran USA made.
That's cool.
So on here that we're doing our apparel and some charity stuff. Mountain events coming up in August, I think it is. I'd have to look. And then we have the Danny Dietz Memorial event that's coming up. I think they're just about sold out of tickets for that limited edition rifle that they're raffling off.
I know your audio is kind of breaking up, by the way, because of the bandwidth issue there.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. I'll tune it down a little bit. So, but that's kind of what we got going on still. We're still doing the giveaway stuff and the Veterans Charity stuff for the Danny Dietz Memorial Foundation and the Charlie Melton event.
Awesome. Okay, I was just kind of going to quick look at the comments over on YouTube over here too. Thanks guys for watching as well. Kim Tran actually was asking about the 50 States project and how that was going. So I don't know if I mentioned it live yet or not, a little bit about it, but just kind of give a little quick update on that with 50 States. So for those that don't know, I'm building a rifle for every state. That's why we got the cases all over there. There's actually 2 rows of cases. There's 50 cases. And we have 6 rifles completed out of the 50. Okay. We also have receiver sets. I've lost count off the top of my head. I want to say there is another 7 maybe that are in receiver sets. Plus we have 2 that are one's waiting at my FFL and one's on the way to the FFL now for beginning another state. The next rifle in succession most likely will be the Ohio rifle. We're pretty close on that. We just need a couple more components to finish that one out. Also, the Washington rifle is not too far behind. There's a few things we need for that as well. And then kind of go from there. But there's been a little bit of a lull time between rifles because of our move to North Carolina and so forth. But that'll probably pick up again pretty soon. We're kind of still chipping away at the project and getting these rifles, getting the components gathered and so forth and getting them put together. But it's been a lot of fun. And also the biggest part that's really great about the project is getting to share the people behind the companies and so forth. We got to meet some really nice people, some really great people that are in the industry. Like example, one of my favorite videos was going up to Obsidian Arms up in Minnesota and meeting the family there. That they have mom, dad, son. Basically, it's family-owned business, the Wilsons, and just getting to check out their facility and what they do, and how excited and passionate they are about their products and the shooting, sports and everything else, and getting to share that in an interview, kind of sharing that story with everybody. So that's been a lot of fun. Gonna go check and see what the comments. So I know it's hard to keep back and forth. Oh, let's see. We got. Is that a licensing thing as to why Renegade doesn't sell ammo on their website?
Yes. No, there's no licensing for it. What it is our payment gateway is through PayPal, and PayPal is anti-ammo right now. So until we get the licensing or the new gateway, we're going through Guardian. Payment systems, they have the best, absolutely the best. I can't even tell you guys what I got because they gave us such a smoking ass deal. Nobody can touch it. It was half of what anybody can give us. So as soon as we get live on the new gateway, the ammunition will be up and available. So it's available. You just got to call me and we got to do payment over the phone. Awesome.
And yes, the Texas rifle is, we're working on that. We just kind of basically have an upper and lower for it right now. To answer the question on YouTube. It's actually going to be in Texas red as well, which is kind of cool. Now, I don't think the handguard's going to be red. It's probably going to be black, more than likely, because the Cerakote was done already to the upper and lower receivers. Just to kind of give you an idea of what we're using. It's been on Instagram as well, too. So you can check out the Instagram page at BigGunner81 on Instagram. And the upper is a F1 skeletonized upper, basically the same one I use in my competition rifle that I have currently. And the lower is going to be is an average gun guy lower. So anyway, yeah, that's something else we're working on as well. I was asking me the most recent one you finished, asking where they can get it done. I'm not sure which that question was. If that was addressed to, I was reading on YouTube here, if that was addressed to the Cerakote work or what the question was exactly on there. But if it's Cerakote, I'll answer that if that's what was meant. So the Cerakote work on my rifles, if you've seen like the photos I have with the American flag rifle and so forth, that was actually done at Applied Arsenal Finishes and Gunworks out in why can't I think of the name? It's in Illinois. Waterman, sorry. Basically, they're out in Waterman, Illinois. You can check them out on Facebook. Applied Arsenal Finishes and Gunworks. Brandon Haas is the owner of that company. He actually sponsors the show too, and did some pretty nice work on both my competition rifle and on the American flag rifle as well that you see, which I guess I kind of named it Old Glory. In fact, the photo that I took, which I kind of call like a stock photo in a sense, when I first got my DSLR, I was kind of playing around with it with a nice white background that you might see on the Facebook page for the 50 States of AR-15, which if you haven't followed it, go ahead and follow it. That photo, Cerakote kind of grabbed it and started using it on their Instagram and so forth, and now there's also photos of the American flag rifle and the Cubs rifle they did for Laura's rifle build as well on their page, kind of talking about. I kind of wrote like basically like a little review about the Cerakote and everything, and it's up on Cerakote's website. So speaking of Laura, I was going to mention the story earlier. We were talking about the title of the show, which has like snakes. It's open mic night and snakes at the range. So this past weekend, she went to take basically a basic pistol class. She hasn't really had much formal training. She took one little class maybe a year or two ago or something like that, and wanted to kind of get a little more hands-on, basically class time. So, or instruction is the word I was looking for. So she signed up for a class over at Point Blank Range in Matthews, North Carolina, and went this past weekend. So on our way in, and she wrote it in her own words. You can check out the blog on BigGunner81. Basically describing her experience. She walked in the door, and apparently there was a snake, like a sizable snake, not just a little snake, I guess, that was either in her purse or hanging off her purse. Because she came in the door, she's like, everybody was kind of standing. They were looking at me, and then they're like, "Oh, come this way, come on, come this way," kind of thing, I guess. And then they kind of like basically shooed the snake off out the door or whatever, and got it out. I'm not really sure, but you can kind of read her little article she wrote about that, but also more importantly, the experience of the class, which she had a really good time learning, and the instructor was good, and she's hoping to take more classes with them in the future and everything. And I've never had a chance to go to that range. Hopefully I'll get to go pretty soon. Something she mentioned to me, and I'll have to look into this, they actually have like 24/7 range access for certain membership levels. And I'm like, really? How does that work? Is someone there all the time? I guess it has like something like fingerprint recognition or something to get in. I don't know. And then they have someone watching the facility with security cameras, at night. So I thought that was kind of a cool feature as well. I'm sure Joe would think that'd be kind of neat, if Range 35 did that, right?
I'd go.
Yeah, I would. Of course, it'd be awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd go just because there was shooting involved. So, I mean, that's not a really fair question.
It's right. It's like guns, okay. But no, I thought that was kind of a cool concept. A lot of places don't have like late night type shooting, and how many people work different shifts and so forth, and all that. So, I've heard of different clubs. Like there's a club in Illinois that has 24-hour access to their indoor pistol range, for club members and so forth. But that's something a little bit different, whatnot. So let's see. Did I miss a question over on YouTube? Possibly there, Joe?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay.
I don't see one.
No.
Okay, that's fine. I saw your message. It might have been a couple minutes ago.
No, that was a minute ago about Renegade's ammo. How come they don't sell it on?
Oh, gotcha. That question we addressed it already. Cool. And yeah, Dylan, thank you for the comment about the project being kind of cool and everything. And out there, and let's see what else we got. Okay, cool, awesome. What else we got? I don't know if any of you guys have any stories you want to share.
Oh, well, I mean, I went to Kimber today.
Really?
Yeah, went to Kimber. One of their machines went down. Anyhow,
so what did you
I get there, and one of their marketing guys shows up there and looks at me, and he's like, "Man, you look familiar. I mean, where do I know you from?" And I'm like, "Do you watch porn?" But no, he.
That was good.
I know Kim's watching.
I'm not on there.
Heard that, but no, it was a good day. They're starting to whittle down all that. They're starting to whittle down all that extra stuff that they bought because they thought Hillary was going to win the election.
I would have been more impressed if you would have said, "Oh yeah, I watched that BigGunner81 live show." No.
Can't do that.
No.
Can't do that.
So that's cool. At least they're kind of getting back.
I think a lot of people wanted to. Not wanted. I'm sorry. That's the wrong word to use. A lot of people thought Hillary was going to win. It was the silent supporters that came out on top.
Dude, I'm in New York. I mean, it's.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
Crazy here.
I think that was Hillary Central up there.
It was psychotic here.
You gotta move.
I want to go back down south, but that's not.
Yeah, I've even thinking about going. If it was possible, maybe South Carolina. Their laws are probably a little bit better and a little bit less expensive.
You get down there in the Low Country though, and those people are really, really cool.
Yeah.
Hey, you go out to Michigan there, Rick.
Move to Michigan.
Yeah, Michigan, the biggest militia in the world.
Well, you got to realize that, like, when I say South Carolina, I mean on the very edge because my job's in North Carolina, so I can commute. Actually,
You can come work at Renegade Ammunition.
But you gotta pay me more than just ammo.
We got peanuts.
Okay.
No. Nothing exciting here. I mean,
Which, by the way, aren't you moving or something?
we should be closing on our house where I'm at right now, sometime in the next couple weeks, and then we actually bought an old 1900s parsonage that we're going to restore.
Oh, I'm sorry, 1900 what?
Parsonage. You know, parsonage, the ministers of the church's housing, the parsonage.
Okay, I guess either I can't. I don't know. Either I'm not familiar with the term, or it was just breaking up enough that I didn't quite catch it. But
It's where the pastors live.
I got you.
Right. Yeah. So we bought this old parsonage from dated back 1900, a little bit past probably, and we're gonna restore it and flip it.
That's cool.
So, yeah, I got too much downtime right now because the industry. I hate to use the word industry, but you know the guns market, everything that has to do with the market of guns right now is just in the shitter for everybody.
Right, went pretty soft. I mean, like I was mentioning a little while ago about that $34 billet lower receiver.
Right.
You know, right before the election, you wouldn't have seen that.
No, I mean, where can you go get a shield for $9 after rebates?
For how much?
It's a joke. You know, $9. I mean, they're ridiculously cheap right now.
Yeah, right. I couldn't tell if you were saying $9 or something else because of the garbling mic there, but I got you.
Does it help if I yell?
No.
It's worse.
What if I turn my bandwidth down? Does that help at all?
Well, bandwidth up is what you need.
Oh, it was all the way up.
Well, no, actually, if you raise your bandwidth, then it actually takes like it. It's like on YouTube, or if you're using like Google Hangouts, if you lower your bandwidth requirement, that'll help with how you sound, kind of. I think. I don't know. I'm not that technical.
Bit.
I was gonna say, yeah, American Bravo. I know he had to duck out. I guess he had an issue with either his internet or he had another prior engagement. It sounded like. So no worries. We'll try to get him back on maybe next time, like next week or something. Do something with him.
Dave, I still I was in your live feed today, and I was trying to ask you. You wanted to talk to me about something a couple weeks ago, and I haven't been able to get a hold of you, so I wasn't for sure what was going on.
Shit, I'm sorry. I don't remember.
Something with the beard products.
It was either you had questions or something. I don't remember what it was.
Yeah, I don't remember. I know I wanted to talk to you about putting some of the products on the website just to make them in another spot. You know, multi-location SEO and stuff like that. It kind of helps a little bit. And I figured, what the hell? It ain't nothing off me to click a couple buttons and drop them on there.
Hell yeah. I mean, what we're looking at right now, I had a phone call on Monday, and of course, I had a pretty shitty week last week, honestly. But last couple days, I haven't really been sleeping too well. So when I answered the phone call from my partner on Monday, I was kind of half in and half out, so I wasn't really for sure of what we really talked about. So I've got to meet with him on Saturday, and we're finalizing on some big things. I know one key thing that we're finalizing on is volume on people that want to try to stock the stuff or sell it, and also with like inventory. Everybody wants, drop ship, low inventory and stuff like that, which is completely understandable because he has a t-shirt company called Embroid Me here in Louisville, Kentucky. He's a vice president of a trucking company. He's got multiple companies, and he's just a really, really cool dude. And we're going to try to figure some stuff out on Saturday and get this up and get this rolling because
hey,
I'm impatient.
Just throwing this out there too, Joe. I think you're still here with us, right? Joe
Which-
Gizzy, that is.
Joe. Oh,
Sorry. He might be away from his computer for a moment, but you may want to talk with him. He deals with something with warehousing and so forth.
Okay.
So there might be.
I'm sorry, Rick. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, so there might be something there that you guys can talk about after the show or whatever that he might be able to help you with. I don't know.
Oh heck yeah! I mean, because we stay around a little bit after we go off air and talk a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But my dad's real big into the Kroger world, so
Nice.
I know I might be able to get a little bit of a push with everything to the Kroger stores. Maybe I'm just throwing that out there. Nobody take my word for it. I'm just saying.
Hey Dave, we're not doing the giveaway just yet. You're watching all that stuff. You'll pick someone afterwards, right?
Yeah, so I usually do the giveaway the next day.
Okay, gotcha. You'll end up picking somebody.
Yeah. But yeah, no, actually, I was gonna not cut anybody off. That's what I was gonna talk to you about because we do distribution here for like Falcon 37 and a handful of other companies.
Okay.
Mhm.
And I think that's probably what I was gonna bring up to you was the distribution and then buying in to a certain amount of product and kind of I don't want to say locking it in because it sounds like a real shitty term, but
Right.
that's what it is.
Yeah. I mean, what it boils down to is Dave is probably doing like test runs on different locations, of course, to see what kind of volume on the scents that you want to stock or that do real good. I mean, because there's no, and the word sense is multi-purposeful, but there's no sense in keeping scents that don't put out the scents.
You're confusing me now.
Yeah.
The only scent I want to hear about is their smell is different.
Damn good.
Sorry.
It's just like my company. It's a tongue twister, Southern style beards. It's
Joe's laptop battery was dying. That's why he wasn't on here. He'll be back.
Yeah, mine's actually getting ready to die too. I got about. Oh, it says I got 58 minutes, so I probably got 12.
So maybe we'll end up just ending the show early tonight. I don't know.
I'll just plug it in.
What was the other thing I was going to mention too? Oh, speaking of show, we're coming up pretty close to the 100th episode too, believe it or not. Today is episode number 95. I never really numbered them before, never really thought about it, but I started doing it now because of the fact that we're looking at possibly making this into like a podcast version, like just stripping the audio off of it and posting up someplace for a podcast. People maybe just want to listen to us BS about guns and different things, whatever, just giving people another option on how to listen to it and so forth.
the girls want another show.
Yep, we'll have to get that set up at some point too. I know we'll be talking about that. Get some of the female shooters back on. I know Laura actually will probably do that with us too. She's looking to take more classes and things too. I think there was I don't know if it was an intro to competition or something she was telling me about. She was, it's another class I want to take to get a little bit more hands-on with holster drawing and different things and whatnot too as well. By the way, Dylan, thanks for watching tonight. He's out there, so he's going to take off because he's got to take care of stuff. But he said thanks for the chat and everything, and all that. So very cool. And I see Kim Tran mentions that it's her 1-year anniversary of starting into the competition shooting. That's really cool. I didn't realize that. I think Laura mentioned it to me. She's like, I think Kim might have only been shooting for not that long, or whatever. So that's cool to see. She said don't go to Lucian Black. Yeah, we saw that video. I kind of stayed away from talking about it a bit, because it kind of draws negativity. And for those who don't know, that's the firearms instructor. I use air quotes with that. That was at a range where he he stabbed his target and then he took his gun and he shot it up at the target, where it's basically putting his point of impact into the ceiling.
Yeah, it was retardedly stupid.
You want to know something? Here's the sad part. That's at one of the ranges that's local to me, sort of.
I heard they stripped all his credentials, right?
That's what they said. I heard that he stripped all the credentials and everything, and I really didn't want to bring it up originally, and I guess now we're talking about it.
Yeah,
and
it's too late now.
The reason why I didn't want to bring it up to begin with is because it kind of brings negativity to the shooting world in general. Granted, it was kind of, well, I'm not gonna say kind of, it was a stupid maneuver to be shooting like that, kind of reckless manner.
I think I missed that.
Oh yeah, you got to watch it. There's videos and pictures all over now.
It's all
I
over
started
YouTube.
sharing it,
It's
took it
all
down.
over Facebook. It's. I mean, I'm not gonna lower myself and share the link because I just think it's so bad, man.
Right.
I mean, I don't want.
Private chat.
If you're gonna see it, you're gonna see it of your own accord. I want no part of it. But at the same time, it's something that, if you're new to shooting and you go to a range, watch that guy's video and you try that shit, you're shooting yourself, somebody else, or you're blowing a hole through the roof.
Yeah, or if you're at a range and you're there in that area, you're putting yourself in danger because shooting the ceiling is just not good.
Well, I mean, that bullet's going in somebody's house. You try to pull the crap he pulled.
If you do it outdoors, yeah, this is an indoor range. But that was another thought I had watching this. I'm like, if he's doing this indoors, if he was doing it outdoors, where the hell is that going?
Why the hell would you? I mean, if you ever do see the video, you're going to ask yourself. The first question you're going to ask yourself is why the hell did you pull a knife and then shoot him? It's just retarded to start with.
Right.
So the second thing is that just so that whoever's watching and is wondering what the hell we're talking about, or if you know what we're talking about, like, oh yeah, I saw that guy. Rest assured, the federal government, ATF, and the state of North Carolina has revoked all of his concealed carry permits. He's no longer legally allowed to carry.
Mm-hmm.
He's no longer legally allowed to teach. He has no more teaching certifications whatsoever. They're basically putting him on a watch list of teaching and getting paid for it. Let me say that. He can go and teach somebody for free and whatnot and do his own thing. He's not allowed to profit from it.
Right.
Now, is this the guy that used the revolver on the video?
I think there's a couple videos with him doing really stupid stuff. Let's put it that way. But the biggest one now is the one where he's inside the range and he stabs the target, shoots at the ceiling, kind of. Well, shoots at the target, which is angled towards the ceiling, which is just dumb. But you can tell what range it's at if you look closely at the dividers because they're etched with the part of the logo for the company that owns the range. And I was like, when I saw that, I'm like, oh, man. And we're talking about it now, but like I said, I was kind of like Joe had said a little while ago. You don't want to propagate that view because now you put that out there. It's good to be aware of people that are like that so that you can avoid them and kind of get the situation to happen where he gets his licensing revoked as it should be. But then you're also propagating things for the the anti-gun crowd to kind of use as an example. They're like, hey, look at this idiot. This is what he was able to do this, and look, basically say, well, our laws need to change, kind of thing, because if this guy can do that, anybody can do this stupid stuff, something like that. But I don't want to propagate the negative stuff.
You get the good with the bad. You have the pro and the anti-gun guys, and I throw shit out there. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I throw crap out there the way it is, and it doesn't matter what it is. I don't look at the recourse I'm getting from it. I look at it as I'm doing myself what I feel is morally right, and there's a fine line between doing what's moral and doing what's revenge. And when it turns into revenge, then you're no good than anybody else.
Right.
So telling a story on what someone did because it was wrong and you're trying to teach someone from it, that's okay. You're not making them look bad. They already made themselves look bad. You're just saying, hey, look, here's an example. Don't do it.
Right. That's true. But when the example gets spread to everybody or gets spread wider, there's two ways to look at it. The people who are on the pro gun side of it look at it and say, hey, this is what not to do. Let's learn from this mistake kind of thing. But then the anti-gunners, the people who are against guns, are like, hey, look at this. This is why we can't have guns, that kind of thing. So it's a mixed bag of what happens with that. So, it's like, well, share it or don't share it. I don't know.
Yeah,
I guess,
those anti-gunners, they're really going to eat that up.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's really hard from a pro gun standpoint to try to be able to come to a defense and back that stuff up when you have, an idiot running around you know, doing stupid stuff.
Right. Which,
I mean, you could twist it. Anybody can sit there and twist this entire story around any way they want to. And it's really honestly not going to matter because everybody's going to have one view and somebody else is going to have another view. And then you're going to have the snowflake view. So it doesn't really matter what we say, what we do, what the state of North Carolina does, what ATF does. It's irrelevant at this point. I'm honestly tired of talking about the moron. So if we can move on, that'd be great.
All right.
Did
so
anybody hear about the range officer at Area 5 getting shot at the Area 5 tournament?
No. That's the first I heard it.
Kim, what's the details? Let me see. She's telling me about Joe Kelly pitching a Red Sox, or for the Red Sox pitching 100.
See that too.
Come on, Kim, get on the ball, girl.
Oh yeah, we'll skip the part I was going to say because that's from the last story. So
apparently, I can't remember if it was a ricochet or if he was in the line of fire. I don't know the full story, so I don't really want to comment. But I know that he showed up in the range in his own car and he left in a hospital or left in an ambulance.
Oh man.
I don't know anything further. I wish him the best if he's watching. You know, I mean, let's see. Hang on. I don't really know much about it other than it's a ricochet. So it was a ricochet. So he got hit with some slop, probably from a steel target and open gun. I guarantee you it's an open gun. And
something I was going to mention to you, unrelated to your topic of conversation, I wanted to kind of show those people too. I think I showed it a couple weeks ago.
I saw that on Kickstarter.
Yep, Kickstarter. So GWeb's over at gunchannels.com, which for those that don't know, Gun Channels is kind of like a Facebook for gun people. They have a 24/7 live chat that's both text-based, or they'll have a chat similar to the one we're on right now, where people can log in on their, you know, basically with their webcam or not use their webcam and just be able to talk and have discussions about gun topics and different things. There's a nice group of people there that just kind of like to BS about guns and some politics here and there a little bit too. But they got this Kickstarter campaign going for Old West Guns playing card deck. There's a video on here you can watch. They'll talk a little bit about it. Pretty cool concept. They also had some trading cards they were putting together, which is a separate thing, I think, for some of the gun channels that are out there that participate on gunchannels.com. We're on there as well. Of course, they don't have my current picture, unfortunately. It's got my old picture that's on the Gun Channels site. But anyhow, looks like they got deck inventory. 13 different rifles, 13 different revolvers, 8 different shotguns, 5 different rimfire rifles, 8 different Derringers, 5 different pocket pistols, and 2 Jokers, whatever the Jokers are. But pretty cool stuff. Looks like you can make a pledge without the reward to help make this happen. It's like $10. You can do 11, and let me see what else they got. They got $7 or more. Card art stickers, $15 or more. You get 1 deck of playing cards. Looks like ship free in the U.S. $3 or more, you get 2 decks. $60, you get 4 decks. Just something kind of cool and unique, basically, that they're putting together for gun channels. You know, I don't know what kind of profiting they do off this or anything. I really don't know that, but either way, gunchannels.com is a cool website to help support regardless, and so forth. So check it out, gunchannels.com.
Oh, and for the baseball fans out there, Scooter Gennett had hit 4 home runs today. Just throwing it out there.
Hey, I got some new news too, and I can only talk a little briefly on it because it's all in the making still. But Jeff Axelson from Axelson Tactical and somebody else, I can't mention their name. They're getting ready to relaunch out the Veterans family of brands, which is actually really exciting because they ran through. I'm not going to get a big discussion topic on here, but they had some issues with some stuff. And they had to shut down, revamp things up, and they're actually turning it into a 501c3 nonprofit.
That's cool.
And they're going to relaunch that sometime, hopefully this year, so as soon as everything's done. So that's in the making. It's going to happen, and it's going to be 100 times better than the way they launched and with the problems they had. Watch my YouTube channel.
Now, are you saying Axelson Tactical is redoing itself, or
no. Jeff Axelson, okay, Don Axelson, Matthew Axelson, the Matthew Axelson Foundation, right? So they own Axelson Tactical.
Right.
Jeff Axelson started Veterans Family of Brands, which was like a veteran directory or a business directory for companies who supported veterans through their products. And they had, like I was part of it. They'd go in, we'd send them a handful of our products that we make, like our bottle openers, our ammunition, our pens, things like that. Not just the stuff we sell, but the stuff that we actually manufacture. And they review it, they look at it, they give you a rating on it. You go through a vetting system of customer service, and there's other organizations that mimic that, that are for profit, not for the veterans supporting of this. And they're out there, but here is a directory that anybody can go to. We're going to be known nationwide, and anything that you do within this organization with these other companies, you're supporting veterans by doing so. So rather than me coming out and saying, hey, I'm Renegade Ammunition, a percentage of everything we sell every time goes to veterans.
Okay.
Awesome.
So,
I have to. I'm
awesome
sorry.
No, that's okay. I cut you off kind of too. So,
I had the pleasure of meeting Donna and them at the NRA show in Nashville, and then when they were at the NRA show last year, I got a chance on meeting them too, and that's a great group of people, and they've got a great message, and they're tribute rifles to both the Lone Survivor Foundation. I think it's a lever action that's gold plated with engraving on it and everything. That is amazing. And then their tribute rifles to Danny and Matthew are just unbelievable.
Yep. Cool. We just I don't want to say but Reduced to 22 asked me to be part of their rifle giveaway, and they're actually doing a Danny Dietz tribute rifle Axelson made. And they're raffling it off. I think they only have about 12 tickets left. They're only doing 300 tickets.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty good odds to get your hands on one of those.
I might have to get into
that's
that.
The event. Yeah, it's reducedto22.com, and then you click on the Axelson tactical sticker or something, and sold out yet. They're going to be by the weekend. So, and then they're also doing a Matthew Axelson pistol.
Really cool.
As well.
Now is that the?
So, and Donna actually.
Is that the Legion that they had on their I think it's the Instagram.
It might be.
Is that the SIG?
I'm not.
For some reason, I'm thinking I saw a SIG Legion with something Axelson on it.
It probably is, and it's serial number 28, I believe, or 26. What was the date of the date they had that? The date of that is the serial number that Donna gave or donated or allowed to have. Because usually they take those key serial numbers and dates, and they use them for really big events like the Lone Survivor Foundation fundraiser event, where Marcus Luttrell will come in and do all that. But Michael Cox over at Reduced to 22. So that was it was pretty cool, and it's really cool that we get to be part of it too. I mean, I can't complain on that. Munition for it, and heck, why not? Going on. So anybody that's down there in Indiana, I believe that one's in Indiana, and the other one is I'd have to look and see where that one's at. I don't remember.
Holy hell, we're at
on my calendar on my.
Yeah, we're at Indiana.
Give me just a second.
Oh, pulling it up.
I'm looking. I'm not that fast.
Say again.
I'm not that fast. I gotta find it. It's Newcastle, Indiana, and it's gonna be Newcastle, Indiana. I'm reading my screen, so I probably look goofy on this.
That's all right. I look goofy all the time doing the same thing.
I'm over here like I can't read this thing. My face is.
It'd be more weird if like your camera was in the center of your screen, right?
I can't find the date on the daggone thing.
I've got a buddy up in Newcastle, and he just is getting he's stopping the retail part of his business. It was called Black Bullet Firearms in Newcastle. And they actually had the tribute rifles in there as well.
That's your buddy's stock from Black Bullet.
What?
I bought all his stock out.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Awesome.
He gave me a good deal on it. I couldn't tell him no.
Oh, well, there you go.
So, yeah, I usually buy. Seriously, there's a lot of stores going under. I've been buying a store out just about every other week.
Wow.
You would not believe, and I don't even know how I come across these deals. It's amazing. Because I'd never met him, and actually Michael Cox introduced me to him, and then like 2 weeks later, he said, "Hey, we're shutting down the retail side, and we're expanding the Cerakote side and the gunsmithing side of everything. Are you interested in anything?" And then we worked a deal out after that. You know, keep long story short, but
yeah,
I'm gonna have to talk to you about some of that furniture that you've got there.
Hey, man, I got a ton of it. I'll hook you up. Matter of fact, you know, we're talking about these anti-gun fools and stuff, you know, and we're going to look at this and say that's a fully automatic, you know, working rifle, but that's besides the point. But I can send a lot of this stuff out to my Cerakote guy if you want to use it for the Michigan build.
Oh, that's possible too. I didn't even think about it. We'll have to talk more about it.
Yeah, I can customize it out somewhat, so it's not a Renegade ammunition gun, but more of a Michigan-based Great Lakes gun.
I still think it'd be kind of cool to have your logo on it too.
Yeah, I'm not going to argue with that. You want my logo on it? I will plaster it all over, whatever you want.
Well, we'll talk more about that in the future. I know we're getting to the point where we're going to be wrapping up for tonight anyhow, and which we're doing here. So have you guys anything last minute you want to say? Corey, I'll start with you.
Guys, thanks again for having me. This is always a blast. I know I messaged Rick last night and was telling him I'm just like, man, I'm just so hyped up. You know, it's tonight the night.
I know. I saw your Instagram video clip that you did.
I know, right?
Awesome.
I'm trying to get people in here.
That's cool. I appreciate it.
You know, guys, the beard thing. I'm a very impatient person. You know, I've kept saying, you know, on my Facebook that it's going to be this date and this date and this date. Fortunately, there's been snags in the road where I'm going to have to end up mass producing my product because of all the stuff going on and people asking, you know, hey, you know, when you get it up, let us know. We'll do everything just like Dave. And you know, this is big time, baby. So, and we're going to do it, and we're all going to remain friends and family no matter what. So, at the end of the day, that's all it is.
That's a good way of looking at it.
That's right.
Very cool. So, Joe Nixon, you got anything you want to throw out?
Oh, you know, really looking forward to the upcoming weeks here. We got, you know, I've carved out time in my school schedule, so I'll be able to get back to a regular time of being on here with everybody every week. I know my haters love it, and that's the point. I just show up to piss you guys off.
When are we gonna get you back in the range?
We all love you, Joe.
It's probably gonna be. It's all right, man. I'd love me too. It's
Don't say the fifth of never.
No, it's probably we just put down a bid on a house and it was accepted, so it's probably going to be after it closes. I want to say before the end of summer, and
nice.
Permits are in the works now in this coming fucking state. But really looking forward to everything coming up here on the show. We're gonna get we're gonna hold JJ to his promise. JJ Rakaza will be coming back on in the coming weeks. Rick and I are working on another ladies' night.
Yep, we'll do that again.
Yep. We're gonna do that again. It was a great show. A couple surprises going to be in that show as far as guests are concerned. We've got a I'm not going to spill the beans on it, but we do have I'm talking to a major CZ gun and parts builder out in Arizona who's going to come on with us and talk about his products and what he's doing to turn PCC CZ Scorpions into race guns. We're going to talk about that here in the next few weeks too. So real exciting stuff coming up. So stay tuned on that.
Nice. The rise of the PCC.
Yes.
So Joe, you got anything else you want to throw out? Gizzy?
Yeah, just excited for summer coming up, the good weather. Going to be out at ASC, Aurora Sportsman's Club.
I'm so jealous. I'm still a member this year.
Yeah.
Of course,
I have
to
a ton
fly
of
out to
stuff
go.
going on every weekend. And I'm going to be looking to do some pistol and rifle competitions. I did some training with Tony Salas, and that's his business now. So I encourage everybody to look into that if you're in the area. Awesome. That was very helpful. And yeah, just looking to kind of do that in the next couple months.
Very cool. Now, Dave, you got anything else you want to throw out?
July 1st is going to be our 4th annual Renegade Ammunition Independence Day party. And it's an open invite for everybody. So last year, I think we pushed like 180 people that came. And we had some staters and stuff. Really cool. People come out and they camp, and we have bonfire and a pig roast and a couple soda pops and some drinks, and kids come out, and it's really, really fun. We come out, we do shooting and all kinds of stuff right here at the house on the range. So if you can make it,
man, that'd be cool.
There's free beer.
Nice.
Oh shit!
You had me at free range time.
You had me at beer.
So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and wrap things up. Appreciate everybody out there watching tonight, and yeah, stay tuned. Watch the 50 States AR-15 videos. Will be coming out with more of those, or we'll be coming out with more of those soon. And again, we do this show. It's not just my show; it's everybody's show. We're just here to have open, fun discussions on firearms and different firearms-related topics and things like that every week. And I want to also say again, thank you to our sponsors. Splinter Precision has been a big supporter, recently, and check them out at splinterprecision.com. They have many different types of barrels, options, and so forth to go with. Stuff for your PCC, stuff for your AR-10/308 builds, many different calibers for the AR-15 platform, plus a bunch of different accessories and so forth. Also, check out egglessmunitions.com. Especially if you're under reloading, obviously that's why you want to be checking them out. They make some really nice polymer coated projectiles with really awesome price points. So if you're doing lots of volume shooting, it's a very low cost option for pistol shooting. I'm actually looking forward to running some of the recent loads I've worked up in the PCC, see how they run in that. Been working really well in the pistol, and good to see how they do in that. But also, of course, BATarms.com, the range is 35 as well. And I'm also leaving someone else out, Light Arsenal Finishes and Gunworks, of course. Check them out as well. And as always, everybody, till next time, go out and have some fun shooting.